can get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this.
Welcome everybody to This Is It. This is your boy Phenom 202 with my boys Corey Roy, Hollywood DA, here with the Atlanta Season 3, Episode 1 and 2 recap. Woo! Man, these joints was crazy. Yo.
Yep.
Top of the morning. What's going on, Ollie? How you feeling today, baby?
Not much, man. I'm doing good. Ready to just jump into this, yo. These episodes is crazy.
Yeah. What about you, Corey Roy?
Yo, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Hanging in there. I'm ready to get into it. Let's get it.
All right, without further ado, let's get into it. So, Atlanta style, first episode pushes the envelope. Crazy. We start off with two guys talking on a boat in the middle of the night fishing. White dude, black dude, and they talk about the history of the lake. Not to get me, they they're going back and forth with ideas, and the white guy's like, hey, this lake was a man-made lake, and people who lived there was all black people, and the government built the dam and flooded the whole town, and those who didn't get out they died there. So the black guy was like, yeah, I felt something pulling me, when I was there. All of a sudden, the white guy's face just changed into like a zombie monster type face. And Ern wakes up in a hotel room. So started off, what y'all think about the little story between, the two people?
Well, not Ern.
No, it was Ern.
Oh, I thought Licorice, that's when he woke up. He was in school, class.
No, you're right. L'Aquarius woke up. My bad.
Yeah.
Ern woke up later, but L'Aquarius wakes up in school after this dream. Yeah. So, what did you think about the beginning, like, them having a dialogue and then telling the story and then, the craziness that happened after that? Go ahead, Ollie.
Oh, yeah. I thought.
Go ahead, Ollie.
I thought the joint was fire. It definitely had a Jordan Peele type of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Donald Glover might be getting a little bit into some horror, some thrillers in the future, I see. So I thought it was cool, yo. You know what I'm saying? The way the white dude was talking and shit, it was like comedic scary.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that.
Almost, even though it wasn't like no flat out jokes, but it was just, I don't know, just the way it felt was a little, it was creepy.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I thought it was great too. I really enjoyed it. I thought that it, like Ali said, I second that, it had like that Jordan Peele feel. Like, this dude is really coming up with this this different style of horror that we're all into now. So I was like, okay, looks like Donald Glover doing something. But I was a little confused though, because I was like, this ain't Atlanta. But
yeah.
But I enjoyed it though, nonetheless.
Yeah, I had to pause it myself to make sure I was watching the right show, man. I'm like, hold up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I thought, it's what Atlanta does, man. They throw things in there. I mean, reminiscent of Teddy Perkins or anybody like that episode where, you didn't know what was going on. You didn't really see Donald Glover in it. So fast forward a little bit, L'Aquarius wakes up in class and somebody's taping him or whatever. So they're in class. The teacher's like, hey, we're going on a field trip. The class looks disinterested. She said, we're going to see a screening of Black Panther 2. So the crowd, the classroom was happy, they're in Atlanta. So then L'Aquarius gets up and starts cooning for the class, start dancing. Teacher's like, sit down. Yeah. He won't listen. It was showtime. He was getting every internet dance on in there. Then he gets taken to the principal's office. Get to the principal's office. Mom is like, don't call me for no BS. Y'all handle it. This is what y'all supposed to do. Everybody just, messes up in class or whatever. Then that's when the guidance counselor comes in and tries to hold him back, put him in remedial classes, and the mama wasn't having it.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
You know what I mean?
This guy's also was like, yeah, maybe, what I'm saying, it's too much for
him. Maybe it's too challenging for him,
Like, what the hell's that do with his ass dancing?
I thought when she said challenging, I thought it wasn't challenging enough. So normally they push you forward, not pull you back. You know what I'm saying? You might be bored in class.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting too, man, because normally it's the other way around. It should be, but like what's going on to make him act like that in class. But yeah, it was a good scene though. I thought it was funny. It was good. But yeah, that guidance counselor, y'all, I was like, what? That's that's the part of this Atlanta episode. This Atlanta episode it definitely makes you think.
Yeah, and I think this is kind of foreshadowing into the white savior element of the episode, because you know the mom is sitting there with the granddad. The granddad's really silent. You know, they leave the counselor's office, and the mom is reprimanding the son in the hallway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And this
making his ass dance.
Make his ass dance, and that's a callback to an internet viral clip that a woman was making her son dance because, oh, you want to dance in school? She was taping him while he was crying. He had to do all the internet dances. Nah, do it. You want to dance? Do it. Yeah. Some people were like, that's child abuse. Other people was like, nah, he shouldn't have been dancing. You want to dance now?
I know. I mean, right. I got my feelings about that. I ain't gonna be like it's child abuse, but it is kind of fucked up. Like I was just saying. Anybody got kids, when they post shit on the internet, I hate that shit. Because if anything, you setting that kid up for failure, You setting that kid up to be bullied, to be joked on, like to be whatever for the rest of his life. So if he was acting up before, or he about to really be acting up now, like, come on, don't do that shit.
Yeah, I agree, man. Never post stuff like that about your kids, man. That's not,
You just gotta think kids are mean anyway. Just think if somebody peed their pants in the kindergarten, guess what? All their classmates, they're gonna remember that shit to the 12th grade, You be pee-pee boy for the 12th grade. So you just putting all this stuff out there. So, she makes
his granddad, his granddad hit him with the silent but deadly joint.
Yeah. And that's the name of the episode. 3 slaps.
The way 3 slaps. Yeah. The way he did it though, he was like
and he ain't know how to take it. He was like, all right, he didn't know if it was hurt or he should have did it because he was embarrassed. But, he gets reprimanded in the hallway. The guidance counselor witnesses everything and says, I'm going to get you out of here.
Yeah.
And this is where the episode started getting crazier and crazier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we get back to the house. L'Aquarius is looking in the refrigerator asking for milk. Mom say no milk, there's spaghetti there. So he gets his bowl of spaghetti, starts watching Family Dad on TV. Mom says cut the TV off. Get a knock at the door.
Yeah, he was trying to be slick too watching that TV. He had the ice pack on the joint. She was like, I can tell if it's been on, that's do that so it won't get too hot. Because she couldn't feel it. She was like, your TV being too told you.
Yo, I ain't know if that joint work or not, I don't know if that messes up your TV or not.
I'd be scared to put that on the TV. I'm like, man, you messed that TV up.
Yeah. So knock at the door. It's CPS or whatever they call in Atlanta. A woman with 2 cops, and the mama just start going crazy. Like, oh, you call the cops on me? You call the cops on me? Take him. Get his ass out. And I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I thought the mom was like, either she don't love him, she tired of it, or she's like, oh, you want to play these games? Nah, you play stupid games and win stupid prizes. So, I mean, what y'all think about that? I mean, you think the mom went overboard or OD off the rip, or, she didn't give him a chance to explain why they was there? They want the kid. They just wanted to.
I mean, it's definitely OD, but I mean, everything this whole episode is OD. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's serious, like real, real, but it's not real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything's just over the top, and it's so. No, I didn't think it was weird for the episode. I mean, of course, if something like that shit happened in real life, you'd be like, "What the hell?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah, She's like, "Yo, you called?" She's like, "Take him." Like, I'm sure, like, because even the lady looked a little confused or won't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. It was like, no, just take this motherfucker, pack it back. Like, she's like, go.
Oh, you're not taking the clothes I bought you.
Yeah.
You're right, man. It definitely was OD, because what this reminded me of a situation where every Black woman or mother has always, or Black parent has always said something to that degree, but they don't really go through with it. Sort of like, oh, you want to go ahead and leave? Go ahead and leave then. Go ahead and leave then, blah, blah, blah. But this time she actually went through with it, or it happened. So it definitely was a embellished situation, but it was good because it set up a whole series of events that was just crazy.
Yeah. So moving the episode forward, Larry's like, L'Aquarius, I didn't call no cops. I don't know what you're talking about. Mom wasn't listening. They take him to a lesbian couple's house, married couple. So this is when the episode goes like bonkers, and it was kind of uncomfortable for me, but it was entertaining and uncomfortable at the same time. I don't know how y'all felt about it.
Oh, same way, man. Yeah, go ahead.
So they get to the house. CPS drops Laquarius off with this lady, these two ladies. He introduces them to their brother, his new brothers and sisters, and he used to call her mom, and the other mom, but the mom didn't want her to call her that name. So he gets in the house, said it stinks. You know, they explained this kombucha and some other stuff. So basically, they're like little indentured servants there. So they're cooking dinner. This threw me off because I was grossed out. Oh, did I miss a part?
No.
So I'm about to
you hitting that dinner.
That dinner. So drumstick dipped directly into the flour, into the microwave. Shorty said, "Hold up. Last time it was dry. I'll put it in there for 8 minutes."
Yeah. That whole shit straight comedy, yo. She's like, fried chicken.
They called it fried chicken. I was like, that ain't fried chicken.
I know,
I don't know what that is. That don't look just as white as snow. It was like, that ain't fried chicken right there. Yeah, nasty. It still looked like it was red on the inside.
Oh my gosh, yo.
That was like nasty stuff, yo.
Man,
and remember when
what was the sides? Like
capers and sprouts.
Oh, it was like yeah.
He was like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. Just capers it is. I was like,
man, I don't know if I ever ate capers in my life, yo. I've heard about it. I don't know. I damn if you put it on my plate. I don't know what the fuck it was.
And remember when he said, "Can I have a hamburger?" And she's like, "We don't eat that." He's like, "Well, the dog is eating." He's like,
for real.
I was like, "Damn, they gave the dog a hamburger. The kids get this shit."
I know. Yeah,
and that's the thing, yo. It's funny because it's funny and not funny because this whole episode is based off Devontae Harris, who this is a real life situation, but ATL does it the ATL way and puts their spin on it. So they're at the table, he doesn't like the food, like he finds it creepy. He's like, "I want some real food." So they're going back and forth arguing. He uses the word hate, and they say we don't use hate in this house. So the undertone, like I said, is white savior. These two white ladies think they're saving these black kids from a life of poverty, a life of crime, or whatever they want to do it. So, they get back, he goes to his room. He doesn't eat for a couple days, actually.
I ate that shit either, man. I don't know. I would have ran away.
That's the thing. I would have ran away too.
He stuck there way longer than I would have. I would have been out. It's like,
and that's the thing. He had a whole lot of ATL in him because you can tell he was talking like, "I don't eat this shit. I want some real food." You know what I'm saying?
When he came down in the beat in baller shorts, she was like, "What do you got on?" He was like, "Pajamas." like,
you know, I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, that's the black man's pajamas right there.
And that's the thing. Then she says, "I'll let you get away with it this time, but I'll start laying out your clothes."
Yeah.
So you start realizing this is not what it needs to be. You know what I mean? So so Ali, I'll start with you. What's your overall sense of where you think the episode is going? Because you see these two white ladies. One lady's really nice. The other one seems like she's the controlling one, manipulative one. It's like the whole dynamic is crazy to me.
Yeah, at this point, I just thought it was weird, I didn't think nothing like too crazy going on. Even when she had him outside working and shit in the garden, I just thought there was a couple of hippie type ladies who was just
selling their
weird, just fucked up. Mm-hmm. What
about you, Corey?
I did think it was from the beginning. The reason why I thought it was a little weird, I thought they were kind of like, to me, it had a very scary undertone to it.
Yeah.
For me, and because of the way the show started off, and I could tell the way that this was going, that this is not going to go well, but I just didn't know where it was going. But I was like, something is up with these women, and it had that very scary underwater tone to it. And I was like, it's something brewing under here that we don't know yet, but something's off. So that's what I thought.
Definitely. So they lay out his clothes. He puts on basically like, I don't know, everything under the sun he had on. He had on his fedora, he had on his coat. So they get to they pile in their car to go to, or their van to go to the farmer's market where they sell their homemade kombucha. So at the farmer's market, let me harken back real quick. They named him Larry because they couldn't pronounce Laquarius. That's a big part right there. Like, so he's like, Larry. So he goes with Larry. So they get to the farmer's market. He puts on a sign that says free hugs. White guy comes up to him and say, "Hey, is your dad hugs?" Like,
I know that's.
I was like, "Hold up!" So free, like his dad was in jail and hugs.
I was like, "Yo, that was funny, but it wasn't funny. But it was funny, yo."
It's you gotta realize you're watching Atlanta. Atlanta can do it. Other shows can.
You know what? I'm sorry. When I hear it now, that this shit is funny. It's fucked up, but it's funny.
It's fucked up. It's like, who tugs? Your dad?
Yeah, I think the writers in Atlanta, they capture the essence of how we think, though, because when we see that the face, like the face we'll make if somebody said that to us. You know what I mean? So, he has a sign on. He sees a cop. It takes a beeline to the cop, runs, hugs on the cop, said, "Help me, they're trying to kill me, I'm hungry," all this stuff. And the cop is like, "Hold up, who?" And the ladies come up, or the mom comes up and said, "Nah, we've been working all day, that's our son." And the cop realized, okay, just because you won't let him play PlayStation, he thinks he's on punishment. So the real life part about it is Devontae Harris, this really happened. He did run to a cop. There's a whole picture of him hugging on a cop, crying. But they flipped it. It was during the Ferguson March, and they thought it was an empowering moment, which it wasn't. He really needed help. So what did y'all think about that part? I mean, like, it's crazy because the cops started siding with the white ladies automatically because they put on the charm, no, he's just confused. This is not how it is. We're just disciplining him, and that cop thinks he's disciplining him, and really it's a cry for help. You know what I'm saying?
You go ahead, Corey. Go ahead.
Okay,
Corey.
Look, I recently, and this is my lack of knowledge at the time. I did not put the two and two together, but to know that was now coming as far as the writing in Atlanta, that was something they were trying to bring into it. It means a lot more to me hearing it now when I found out later. But at the time, I was like, yo, this kid really needs some help. And in the situation, the cop, of course, saw two white ladies come up and just thinking like, oh, okay, they're saving this black child. He wants to play outside. He wants to play basketball, play his PlayStation. He ain't get what he wants. So he's crying out to help for me. And really, this kid really needed help, but he wasn't trying to hear it. So it was like this, this young person of color is now left on his own because nobody was really out there to help him. But that showed that moment, and every other moment that we're going to see later means so much more to me now, knowing what ATL was doing in the writing, what it was pulling that from. So it was a good scene for me.
Ollie?
Yeah, I mean, everything Corey said, man. I mean, I ain't really got too much more to add. Y'all pretty much touched it. So, but it was definitely crazy, like how they tied it all in. You know what I mean? Even with the free hugs, like having that moment, they got the famous pitch out there, like you said, and everything. So how this tied it all in, it was good.
Yeah,
they're crafty.
So it was very crafty, very like they doing a good job touching real subjects but putting their spin on it. So they get back to the house, and this is what's funny because Laquarius is in there doing shit I don't even do, like spackling and painting and shit. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? They really got these dudes in labor camps, yo.
Yeah, dudes plastering walls and stuff.
Yeah. So he had a moment with the mean mom, so to speak. She's like, what they call you when you come from, a snitch. So, and that kind of set the tone of, she was kind of crazy. She was the alpha in the house. So another knock on the door. CPS comes by to do a welfare check because the neighbor complained. So the neighbor, like the moms are like, well, don't worry about that. Whoever told, I think his name was Chris or something like that. He has an issue with this anyway. So the woman comes in the house, said the house stinks. So she started to notice something off, seeing one of the kids.
Yeah, it was just funny how she hit it. She hit it with the same thing he did. As soon as she walked, she was like, what's that smell?
What's that smell?
Like, what the fuck?
But that's the thing. Black people, that's what we do. You walk in people's houses. If it's a smell, we be like, We can't hide smells, yo.
Yeah.
No matter what we do, we
Yeah,
go to
we'd be
somebody's
like, yo,
house for the
something.
first time.
Mm-hmm.
We look, yeah, we do that, Corey. We look
Yeah, we'll
around.
look
Like,
around like, what's that? What's that smell?
I
We
know,
like, we be
Oh,
wanting to
it's
leave
just-
quick too. We be like, let's go get out of here. Something ain't right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we will do that. Yeah.
so the lady was about to take the children off the strength of the smell of the house. That's how, you already seen the black lady face. She was like, nah, something going on.
Mm.
So she sees one of the siblings on the couch, coughing, looking sickly. She was like, what's that on the napkin? She said, blueberries. This is a part we need to harken back to because the lady asked for a washcloth. We rewind back a little bit. Larry wanted to take a shower. And he's like, yo, I'm getting a washcloth. She's like, use your hand. He was like, even for my butt? You know what I'm saying? And this is an ATL taking another internet piece because there was a viral video talking about how white people don't use washcloths. So this was all over the internet, and these are like white people saying, "Yeah, I just use my hand and the bar of soap." And that's the thing; they're really in tune to what's going on.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So
wow.
Wash your ass, people.
Yeah, wash your
Yeah.
ass. Use a washcloth,
Yeah,
and use two separate washcloths if you can. You know what I mean? I'm not saying what your budget might be, but don't wipe your ass and then your face, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Kind of separated, yo.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when
Hold on, though. I was tripping too because when Shorty was coughing, she was like, "What's that?" She was like, "Blueberry." She was like, "Nature's medicine" or some shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Yeah.
Shorty looked at her like, "What the fuck?" Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then she was
She's
like,
this girl is sick. You giving her blueberries?
Yeah. Even when she hit it with like, we don't have washcloths. That face, like your boy Lecrae's, he was like, he looked at her like
Yeah. And you could tell too that I think right there she was like 3 strikes, but she didn't want to say anything. She just looked at her and like put notes on her pad. Like,
yeah, he was like,
Yeah, she was right. She was like, "You nasty bitch." That's basically how she wrote it down, yo.
Yeah, that's what she wrote.
So this is where it transitions to Laquarius, Larry, and the CPS worker having a little conversation. She asked him, was everything okay? He said, I'm hungry. And she said, I'm going to get you out of here. That's when Mean Mom steps up and like, hey, can I have a conversation with you?
I know.
When she said she have a conversation with her, I already knew what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I already knew. I mean, I already had a bad intuition about it. Lo and behold, they come back to the table. Mean Mom comes in frantic, well, kind of discombobulated, saying, everything's taken care of. We have nothing to worry about. So did you already think that the CPS worker was
heck yeah. Heck yeah. As soon as she left with her, I was like, oh man, this CPS worker, she done. And then of course, when the lady came back in during dinner, it was a little later during the day.
Yeah.
A lot of time had passed by. I was
wasn't
like,
a 5:30 dinner time it normally is.
Yeah. So I was like, yep. Yeah, she's gone. She's done. Yeah, I immediately thought that the social worker got hacked.
Yeah. Ali?
Oh no, I ain't gonna lie. I'm naive. Yo. I won't even.
What?
I figured she did something. Like I figured she did something, but I didn't think it was like murder. So I
immediately thought that because see, for me, I always felt that the story had that horror undertone to it. So I was like, something happened. We don't know what it is. And of course, the writing at the very end of this episode, it veils itself, but I was thinking like she did something.
But if you notice something, the black CPS lady came with no police. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. You know, well, it's just, she probably would have survived because in the first one, when they came and got Larry Aquarius the first time, lady
had all the cops there with her.
Mm-hmm. This one,
oh my God, I did not think about that.
So that's kind of set me off like she about to die. So they come back in. Larry acquiesces, eats a piece of chicken. Didn't want to, but
I know.
He had to. So he wakes up with the bubble guts. He's like, yo, what the hell? Go to the bathroom, do what he need to do, come back out. And they packing. And the lady's like, we're going to the Grand Canyon. And Larry's like, yo, where we really going?
Yeah.
Didn't say anything, got in the whip. And even before that, the two ladies was like, I didn't know what was going to happen because like I knew they had to get out of there. I knew she had to do something, that she did something to the CPS person.
Yeah.
But we didn't know exactly what they had in mind. We just thought they moved. I thought it was a pattern of them moving state to state.
Yeah,
the
that's
real
fine.
story. That's what really happened. These ladies were moving state to state with their children.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I thought too. That they were just trying to get out of there because
on the run.
Because they knew they was going to get caught.
Yeah, because the lady even said, I realized when I read your report that you'd only been here for a few months.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, okay, that's what they do. That's their thing. They go, they don't stay at places very long before they move on to the next spot.
Yeah, exactly. Because just like, you're only here a few months. Like, well, it was like no prior history and all that. So,
yeah,
so
that's what I thought too. And then of course you see Larry.
Yeah, Larry saw the.
I don't know why I call it. You see Laquarius look to the side and see the trash bag, even with the clipboard.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh
shit. That's what I thought he was on. I didn't think he was gonna get in the joint. Then I was like, all right. Now that's when I was like, oh yeah, they done took care. Me. I finally caught up. I was like, run Aquarius, run, bro.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna run too. I didn't think he was gonna go along for the ride, but I mean, he already tried it once and it failed. You know what I mean? So they get in the car. Dog is on the lap, kids is in the back, no seats in the back, they sleep. And they pull over to this makeshift rest stop and let the dog out to be with nature. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give my thought about that part, but they let the dog out. They go back to the car, and you don't know. They're having a moment outside saying, do we really need to do this? Like, it has to be done. I still didn't know what they was thinking about. I just thought they were just still talking about moving state to state. Lo and behold, the driver is a suicide. So they're in the car, they're driving. The lady's like going into like fantasy world or what have you. Me, mom looks in the back and notices, hold up, the fedora, she moves the sleeping bag and it's a dog in there. Now, this is the only issue I had. The dog ran out. How did Larry get the dog back in to everybody out without them noticing? That's the only issue I had with the episode. But, dog's in the car. The woman's like, oh shit, they pull a flambuki on me. Boom. They jump into the river, the same river that he had a dream about at the beginning. So what did y'all think about the ending of the episode?
You want to go?
Well, almost the penultimate part of it.
Yeah, the penultimate. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I like the.
Go.
My boy pulled the okie doke on him. It's fucked up. There's on, this is how a lot of people feel. I'm not gonna just put it on. I just put it on white people. There's a lot of white people. They love their animals and pets more than they love black people. So
we on the same.
It's like, we don't let the dog go. Like the rest of y'all get murdered. You know what I'm saying? I was like, come on, y'all can kill yourselves without us. So it was. That's the only thing I didn't like. I was like, they playing that for real.
Yeah. Cool.
I thought about that too. I was like, okay, you're gonna let the dog out to do what he's got to do and skedaddle or run with nature, live his life for free. But they kept the kids in. I was thinking at the moment, I was like, the kids can't go get everybody need a rest stop, P. What they ain't letting the kids do that. That's what I initially thought. I still was not thinking that they were actually going to go that route with the kids. I thought they just were tailoring more to the dog than the kids, because already the dog get hamburgers and the kids don't. So that's what I initially thought. But this was the penultimate leading up to that. So I was kind of like, how did he switch all that too? But I felt they did that because of time. They just didn't have enough time to probably explain that. So like, look, we just got to cut that out and keep the story moving.
So I agree. It's TV.
It's
TV. They didn't have time to do it. They're like, something gotta go.
How you do the baby? He's like, it's TV.
Yeah. Thanks. So in the car, like I said, they're about to go die. They look back and move it, see the dog, and Aquarius had this like gotcha bitch face on. Jumps out the back in the sleeping bag. Smart dude, buffer his fall. They go into the cliff, they die. They go into the river, they die. So Aquarius, in Atlanta fashion, doesn't say anything, just walks back to the crib, start doing dishes at the house. The mama walks in like, oh, you back now, huh? You realized this is where you needed to be, huh?
Right.
Not knowing all the stuff he already went through to get back to the crib. But all he wanted was his TV and spaghetti, yo.
Yeah.
He realizes what he had, yo. No, I mean, life could be that simple, yo. Yeah. But I'll take this back. I missed one big part. When he was dancing in the hallway and the mama was like, yo, these white people gonna kill you. Stop shucking the job and they gonna kill you. This whole episode showed mama was right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. It was a good episode. I love the way it ended. I mean, I thought it was a great episode. Like I said before, it had nothing to do with ATL, but I love the episode as just an episode. It was a great episode to the point. It was almost like it was a teaser to something else more to come, like other episodes like that. Like it was like that horror type episode. But overall, I love the way it ended. I love the fact L'Aquarius came back, and it was just like the simple things that you don't think you really want is sometimes the best thing for you at the moment. And that's exactly what L'Aquarius realized. It was spaghetti and the freaking cartoons.
Yeah. Like you said, it's definitely it's weird. You know, it wasn't. How can I say this? Following, you know, the Paperboy, that type storyline, but it didn't feel out of place because Atlanta, as Phenom pointed out earlier, like they do this sometimes as far as like, you know, almost like anthology type episodes, like you have your own shit, you know, whether it's Teddy Perkins, or boy Paperboy. At one time he went on like the talk show and they did like all the black shit, you know what I mean? Like showing the Coonan going on in these commercials and everything. So he always, you know, Donald Glover always throw off some crazy shit. So I think he picked that up. If you ever watched
on his directorial chops.
I don't know if y'all ever watched Community.
Yep.
The comedy he was on. So that's actually how I got introduced to him. So Community used to do the same type of shit though. Community was out there. Like it was kind of like grounded in reality, but they'll do some wild, like they'll do wild shit. It's like out the blue. You're like, man, what the hell is this going on? Like So
I mean, Chevy Chase was a wild boy on that show too, though.
Oh, he was.
You know what I'm saying?
Racist
ass. But that's episode 1. Like so. Any other thoughts on it? We go right into episode 2.
I loved episode 1. Just as far as the episode, I thought it was great. I thought it was a great episode. Absolutely great. Fantastic.
All right.
And now how it dies into episode 2. You know, like episode 1, like because you know, boom, and as I said before, you know, Ern wakes up. So this is just an Ern dream. It was a dream inside a dream. So Ern wakes up. He's in where's that? Amsterdam now.
Amsterdam.
Well, he's not in Amsterdam yet. He's another city.
That's correct.
He got a nice little shorty next to him, what have you. He's going to use the bathroom. Phone starts blowing up. In Ern fashion, he's late for some shit. So it's on him.
Terrible manager,
you just
as
see
always.
The message. It's like, yo, I need $20K. You know, where you at? This and that. Boom. So he's on the move. And yo, this is crazy. So I guess it's probably going to train. Was that a plane or a train? That's why I don't.
They never said.
They never said.
He was like at the airport or a train station.
It's like an airport.
It's hard to tell.
But you know, he got the beep beep beep, and dude was like, "Yo, we gotta search you." Like, lift up your hands. He was like, "Man, I don't have my belt and no underwear." He was like, "Yo, we gotta do it." He was like, "All right." That shit dropped. But it was crazy because ain't nobody else
ain't nobody pay attention to him.
Nobody reacted. When he turned around, his face said,
I noticed
he
that.
was just like, yeah, whatever. Like,
day in the life.
But this like honestly, this like set it off for me because this is just like you said, typical Atlanta. You know, Ern's in trouble. We get Paperboy locked up. He said he need money and this and that. So I like the way that they jumped it off real quick. That just brought us right back into the world of ATL. What y'all think about it? What you think, Phenom?
Go, Phenom.
So, you know, it's funny. He bagged a shorty. He ain't speak English. I want to see what that conversation was like. How'd he get her from not speaking English to, you know, getting in the room? But yeah, money. I mean, like my biggest thing with Ern is like, it still show that you're not as mature as, you know, Van's trying to get you to be. That's why y'all not together because, you know, you late. you're not taking stuff serious, so you should be on it. So you either drinking, partying, or whatever, and not remembering your responsibilities. You know what I mean? So I mean, I thought it was a little. I mean, it's just so typical. Earn, get to the airport, funny Atlanta scene, you know, dropping the pants, don't have the drawers on, all that stuff, and then you know, it was good. I mean, I like the transition to the second episode.
Yeah, same here. I really don't have much to say other than the same thing you guys said. The transition was good. I love how we got right back into it. It gave us an introduction to characters we know and love. What other better way to do it? I mean, they're bringing us right back where we left off, except we're just in a whole nother different country right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the way this episode worked out, it pretty much is, it's like two stories, A story, B story. So we got the A story, Earn and Paperboy, and then the B side is Van and, oh my God,
I forget the dude's name.
Darius.
Darius.
Is it Darius with a D?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Van and Darius. So I'm just gonna do the A side for here first, and we'll jump into Van and Darius, you know, in a second. So Earn gets to Amsterdam. He goes to the Paperboy's doing the show. Earn shows up there. He's like, "Yo, man, and this is typical Earn fashion." First, he's like, "Yeah, I need 20K.
20K, yeah.
Can we get an advance on the show, 20K?" So dude's like, "All right." But then he was also like, "Yo, can you pay the taxi driver?" He was like, "It's in the writing." Like, you know, this nigga Earn still, you know, they making all this money, yo. This man just be broke. Like, I don't know why they making all this. Earn just stay broke. Unless he just spending unless he's spending on stuff he like.
He spent it all the night before to get it up to the hotel.
Drugs and women, yo.
Yeah.
Bad life choices.
And then it turns out that they don't have the music. They're missing the laptop. He was like, "Yo, you got the music?" Dude was like, he was like, "Oh, I thought you had the music." You know what I mean? So his Earn always messing up, man.
Earn.
Yeah, that's typical Earn.
Yep.
So Earn gets the cash.
Just can't get right. That's his new name.
Exactly.
Ollie, before you say he needed 20K, we gotta tell him why he needed 20K. That's the thing, because he was in a cab and he finally got a contact with Darius, and he was like, "Yo, we're Paperboy. He in jail. In jail? What do you mean he in jail?" And Earn's phone dies again. So Earn just don't know what Paperboy. He said, "Hey, I'll take care of Paperboy. You pick up Van because Van's on the way." Yeah. But that 20K is important because that's why he needed 20K because Paperboy's in jail. Yeah.
So he gets the 20K. They coming back, going to, you know, now they go move on to Paperboy in jail, yo. And Paperboy was in the motherfucking Hilton Hotel, the W of jails. But I'm sure it may be like that over there for real, yo. You know, America, everything in America is fucked up, yo. Let's be real. So all these other countries, they got the free healthcare, free education, free this, free that. All the stuff they say we can't pay for when we the richest country in the world, they seem to take care of pretty good over there. So
facts.
Yo, your boy gave him the menu, like the guard gave him. He was like, I gotta pay for any of this. Like, he was like, nah. He was like, what you recommend? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, he was in there relaxing, man.
Yeah, it was a nice ass jail. Because for a second, even I had to think about it. It's like, is he really in jail, or he just said a Super 8 or something? You know, like it was kind of chill up in there. You know.
I know.
But yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, but no, that's how they do over there, though. I mean, they really look at rehabilitation. Like, I don't know if you remember, like a guy in Sweden, he killed like 20 kids, like 70 kids. I don't know how many kids he killed. He killed a lot of kids, like a mass shooting, like in Sweden. This is like, he's still in jail now, but he just had like a bond, like a parole hearing, and they denied it. But he only got 20 years for it because they don't do life sentences over there.
No, that's crazy.
Wow.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
You killed 20 kids.
Yeah, you get 10,000 life sentences for that.
Yeah. Over here, but over there, they feel anybody can be rehabbed, and the facilities don't look like the facilities that we see, like we watch Locked Up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Locked Up, like
locked up abroad. Yo. See, Amsterdam's one of the good ones. Don't get locked up abroad in like Russia or
like Russia.
Or where them joints at. That's when you get fucked up.
Yeah,
in Bolivia.
Yeah.
Amsterdam, you good. So Paperboy's in there living a life, getting the good meals, the people outside screaming his name, free Paperboy and all that type shit. So he good. The guard comes back. It was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You got your bond, your bail, yo, you're free to go. Paperboy living it up so well. He's like, yo, man, matter of fact, let me just take a nap first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come back and get me.
Yes.
He was like, yo, can you hit that light? He do like hit the light. He relaxing. And so we see Ern out there in the front, yo, and that's why everybody's so nice and friendly. Ernst like sneezes, whatever he got the joint. The cop was like, give it to me. He's like, no, I got it. The cop was like, no, I'm taking this joint. I'll throw it away. Sneeze. Everybody's like, who's tight or whatever. I don't think they say that, and I don't know what they say in
Gesundheit.
They do say that?
Gesundheit, yeah.
I thought that was a German thing. But it's definitely like some of the nicest people in the world. And Paperboy gets out. But it's like setting us up, as they always do. They're the nicest people in the world. Paperboy gets out, he sees the people. He's like, you got that 20K? He's like, where? He's throwing up some money to them and that. All of a sudden they see good old Snake Nick riding by. And the little ass little kid just straight up blackface, just like like back So they're confused. So they talk to the driver. They're like, "Yo, what's up? Like, what's that? Like blackface?" The driver's like, "What you mean?" He's like, "The kid got the blackface." And so he said he was Zwart Piet, I guess.
Schwarzpeter.
Yeah, there you go, Schwarzpeter. So he helps. He's, I guess, the legend. He helped Santa Claus, helped Saint Nicholas, with the toys, and this shit was black from Suit. So it was like, I mean, it looked a little fucked up, but it's a good cover story. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It says slavery, but like I like the rebrand. I respect the rebrand.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. So how's y'all feel when y'all see the little kid with the blackface, or I mean, any parts before that too?
Go ahead, Roy.
I mean, just really, we were talking about the hotel situation, just the whole thing. People are throwing up the money. It was like just typical. They ain't really concerned about where they're going, right, or where they've been. But yeah, I was just really shocked when I saw that though. When I saw the blackface, I was just thinking. I felt like I was going through with Paperboy and I forgot his name. Danny Glover. I can't remember his name.
Danny Glover was Lethal Weapon,
I'm sorry, Donald Glover. I need my coffee. I was thinking the exact same thing, like, huh? Kind of like a scratch in the head thing while I was watching it. But it was funny to me, man. It was funny. But that's all I got.
Yeah.
What about you, Gino?
Man, so when you think about it, Atlanta's doing Atlanta things too because they're harking back to A$AP Rocky, yo. Remember, A$AP Rocky was locked up overseas too, so they're doing a whole rapper locked up abroad.
Oh, so my God!
It's a lot of smart callbacks that they do. But A$AP Rocky was like, no, the jail was fucked up, but the people, I think he was in like Sweden or something like that. They were like, no, the jails ain't fucked up. This is how it is. You know what I mean? So yeah. His Paperboy's bond gets paid, but the funny thing about it is, Ern is like, yo, your bail wasn't that much. Why you need 20 racks for? Start throwing the money to the crowd, yo.
I know.
So I'm like, yo, you don't make enough money. Like, you might be popping, but you taking it to that superstar level. You ain't a superstar yet. You got these little crowd. So, but the Schwartz Peter or the Black Peter is real. Like, there was an uproar about like the Netherlands getting rid of it. Like, people are saying, yo, you have black citizens now. You need to get rid of this tradition. And they're like, yo, we're not getting rid of this tradition. So it's been in the news over the last couple of years. But when I saw that, I was like, yo, like Ali said, they can be the nicest people in the world, but they still got that little underlying racism in that joint. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So at this point, honestly, again, me being naive, I thought like Ern said, yo, it was a good rebrand, yo. I mean, the story made sense. He was like, it was the suit. Like, I was like, I ain't like it, but I'm cool with it. I mean, not really cool with it, but you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. So Danny Glover and Mel Gibson, aka Ern and Paperboy, they go back to the hotel. They see a couple ladies, they look at them. Pepper was like, fuck them type of deal. Ern's like, what's up? I see what you got. And he was like, that's why you in jail. They get back to the room's trashed. And then they do a little flashback to the night before. Paperboy is about to get his menage a trois on, and with a black woman and a white woman. And the white woman drops an M-bomb on him. And the black woman's like, yo, I told you before that's racist. And the white woman's like, no, it's not racist or whatever. So they get into it. They start wilding, chairs going out the window and what have you. So I still don't know if that's why Paperboy got locked up. I guess it
still
is.
don't know yet.
But
they
never really said why. That's why he got locked up.
Yeah.
So, but we also seen the black and white woman arguing. Corey, what you do if you laid up and then next thing you know they arguing? Because they didn't even try to stop it. I was like, we about to have a good time here, ladies. Like, man. Like,
I would have stopped that immediately. Like, look, I'm right at third base right here. I'm about to slide home and y'all want to argue. Take these 2 shots. We can get back to business. Because I would have been like, yo, I mean, I can understand why the woman was upset because the lady kept saying it like just, hey, and she's like, look, you can't be saying that. But if I was Paperboy, I would have cut that off like, yo, we about to round third base and make our way home here. Y'all cut that shit out.
For real. There's right there.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why the black lady. I mean, that was a mood killer for the black lady, yo. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't gonna go down the way Paperboy. It was all the horse was out the barn. Now you full racist now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's I understood like why he was upset because it was about to be a menage a three. You know what I'm saying? But like Ali said, we don't know why that could have been the reason why Paperboy landed in jail. But it is what it is.
But I guess over there the culture. I mean, she was trying to say it wasn't racist. Black lady said it was. Obviously, it's something over there because they was friends the next morning again. They was there eating breakfast. It was like we had our spat and we eating this breakfast, Yeah. And so that's kind of with the A side with Earn and Paperboy. It's definitely entertaining. So we gonna jump to the B side. We got Van and Darius and Van. So Darius out there living his, I don't even know what to call
he loved it.
He loved it. But, he was already, I don't want to say weird. He was already different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Eccentric.
Yeah, there you go, eccentric. I don't know what kind of fucking outfit he got on. Like, this dude got on, he got on the Jules Santana versus outfit. He just put on everything. Like, this dude had on coats, scarves, like all time, umbrella. Just out here
smoking weed on a river in the middle of Amsterdam, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he just out there enjoying his life. So he picks up Van, and we get a little. I don't want to say backstory on Van, but he like hitting him like, yo, you done came out here, what you earned back there? She's like, no, I got a boyfriend. So he's like, all right,
why are you
here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, when they're overseas, they're not together anymore. Why is she here? So I was glad that they at least dropped some nuggets of information to explain because there was really no reason to have her in this episode because they're not together anymore and they're overseas. But it was good that they addressed that.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
Oh yeah, because honestly, I was thinking when Ern was like Van was coming, I was like, damn, Ern, you fucking up again. Because I was like, yo, y'all must be back together, like cheating on her with the white girl and this and that. You know what I'm saying? But it turns out they're not together. So I guess he's just looking out. Gave her a quick vacay.
Did he send? I don't know if he sent for her or not though, because I think she just hopped in the shit and just knew where they was. I couldn't tell.
They didn't clarify that.
They didn't clarify, but it had to be. I mean, they had to know because he was like, "Yo, you gotta go pick her up.
You gotta go pick her up," because it was like he was supposed to be there.
Yeah, you're right. Because she said she didn't get a job she wanted. She was like, "Fucking babies with my parents. I'm about to go to Amsterdam." I thought, maybe when I first saw her, I thought maybe she was working for them. She just happened to come later, but they explained it later.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So her luggage is lost. She's like, yo, Darius like, yo, you know how Darius do, free spirit. He's like, yo, let's just go buy some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we're just gonna put it all on the ride anyway. He don't find a way to cash and put it all on somebody else's stuff. So they go to I guess it was a thrift shop or what have you. She gets
it was some type of thrift shop.
A jacket, a coat, and it's got an address in it. And my man's like, yo, it's a sign from the universe. Yo, we got to go to this address and see what's up. So they go to the address. People coming out. A lady comes out. She's like, oh, you're finally here. Like, She's like, well, who's he? She was like, photographer. Like, you know what I mean? Honestly, they just all BSing their way to be with these people. She's like, all right, where we going? Like, let's go. She was like, oh, you got the address? You know, just like, let's go. So they hop in the van and they're on their way to I'll wait to see where we're going to, but with all this going on, did y'all have any idea what it was? Because I was thinking maybe it's a photo shoot.
Idea.
Well, not a photo shoot or like I don't know.
No
I had no idea. Like,
I thought it was a fashion shoot or something.
Yeah,
Because the jacket they picked up at the thrift store looked fashionable. So I thought, Darius was like, we can go there and probably get some better clothes or whatever. Let's go see what it's about. You know what I mean? But I had no idea what they had in the store, yo.
Yeah, me either. I had no idea where they was going to land. And when I saw where they landed, I was like, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, because I was like, is this a photo shoot or they a cult? Because everybody had on like all white and this and that.
It was like a love guru all in there.
That's what they definitely had. That thing, this love guru attire.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? We got that fall 2022 line. So they get to where they're going. They call it a death doula event.
Yeah,
those are real though.
Yeah, they
those
go
are
there
real.
to see somebody like
Now that I didn't know that is actually something real. That's what they do. Wow.
Yeah,
They do it all. They do it here too.
Not
Not to that
I'm
extreme.
sorry, I didn't mean they do. That's something that happens out in the real world. People actually do a death doula event. Wow.
And
okay.
And Van was, I don't know what she was. She's supposed to be there to help calm people or like get people, like put them through to the afterlife.
That's what she said.
Yeah, but if she was, she was doing a piss poor job. But if she was like
horrible job.
Like, I would be like, yo, did I pay you? You need to be over here. She just sitting over there like, like, where the fuck am I? And then, so they gather to see somebody pass to the other side. And who is it, yo? Like, out of all the people that it could be in this world, I ain't gonna lie, yo. This would have probably been 1,200,000 31st on my list, yo. Like,
right.
Motherfucking Tupac on the record.
At first, I thought they were lying. I like this thing. They ain't real. No. But Tupac, out of all people.
Yo, I was like, Dan's like, you heard the rumors like Tupac dipped out the Amsterdam. So I don't know. Fino, you can find it what shit means. I don't know what the fuck that meant. I just thought it was so wild.
This was the smart thing. So they always said Tupac,
the urban legend,
faked his death and moved to the Caribbean. The funny thing about it is Darius referenced like it's also a Dutch Caribbean. There is a Dutch Caribbean. You know what I mean? So it's like you have like U.S. Virgin Islands and you have like Netherlands Virgin Islands, I guess, or something like that. So they do have territories that are Dutch. The Dutch people are from Netherlands. So that's how they kind of tied everything together. So yeah, he did escape to the Caribbean. He escaped to the Dutch side of the Caribbean, ended up in Amsterdam, hence he's on the deathbed in Amsterdam.
Wow. I mean, it definitely was the urban legend come to life. Like, don't take this wrong, people, but you know how white people love Elvis, and Elvis was never dead for like 50 years. Elvis still alive.
Oh yeah.
Black folks that do that same thing with Tupac. They had the urban legend forever. So ATL finally broke that shit in here, and it was funny.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question real quick though.
Sightings. They'd be like, Tupac was here. Tupac was there. It was definitely like on some Elvis shit, yo.
Yes.
Like,
if Tupac were to come back, would you be mad at him?
I would be like, why he wait so long? I could have had another album by now. That's it.
I don't know, man. I'd be like, yo, man, that's fucked up, yo. Like, yeah, you Tupac, but yo, that's fucked up.
This is the thing. And I'm sure we're going to get to Ali probably do a transition to it like next, like the way he.
The way they took him out. Yeah, we can just go ahead. The way they took him out, yo. So I was like, I guess he's sickly or what have you, but yo, they was like, all right, it's time. They get over there. Somebody hit the button. It was like,
and the joint came down on his face.
Like some plastic side, like, you know what I'm saying, some thick ass saran wrap basically, yo, and choked his brother out. I was like, I don't. y'all could have gave me like some juju juice, some Jesus juice, or something like. Why y'all taking me out like this? Man?
Yeah.
Some Jim Jones juice, like a cult juice thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they took him out in a horrible fashion.
Horrible way. I was like, was he even ready to go? Did they just? It didn't seem like he was even ready. You know, like he seemed like he had enough energy.
Yeah, he was fighting. He was fighting. I'm like, yo,
yo, they took him out horrible. But go ahead, Phenom.
Yeah, we witnessed the murder, yo.
Yeah,
that's exactly what everybody.
Yeah, that's what it
yo.
seemed like to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all now, yo.
I don't think he was ready to go.
Nah, he wasn't, yo.
I don't think he was either. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna do this death doula, yo. Y'all come pass me on to the afterlife and this and that. Y'all can agree to it and all that, yo. But once that shit calm down, if you see me fight like somebody, y'all better rip this shit off. Like, I was wrong. I was wrong. Like, I changed if there's any fight in me, yo, just be like, nah, yo, just go ahead and save me, man.
That could have been like a shock to the heart right there. You know, that's like a shock to the body. You know, like, oh shit, I ain't ready to go yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what his reaction was. Like, I think maybe he was sick. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't ready to go. He still had some fight in him, yo. And they took him out, yo. They had his hands down. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like, yo. They murdered him, yo, for real.
You know, in his head, he was like, man, what the fuck I get myself into? He thought it was a good idea. You know, there's a lot of things in life he thinks is a good idea until it's happening. Then you're like, yo, you know what? Like,
he was fighting to get out, yo. Like, he was really fighting. And they were just standing there watching, like,
I know.
Yeah, Tupac dead now.
Yeah. It's official, y'all. So for the interwebs, yo, no more Tupac sightings. He ain't in Cuba. He ain't in wherever, yo. He is in a grave in Amsterdam. So
there you go.
So after that, we all jump back. We jump back to Irv and Paperboy. So they're about to perform at the concert. You know, so they're just talking. We'll have you walking up to the stage. You know, let's do this concert. Yo, they love me out here and this and that. They walk up. Paperboy looks out. Was like, yo, I'm out. Irv's like, yo, what the fuck? Irv looked out there, yo, and everybody out there was in the blackface, yo. They had froze now. There was a real Zwart Pete and that shit. I don't know how you say. Go ahead.
Schwartz Peter.
There you go. Thank you, Phenom.
Black Pete. It's translation.
Well, this was all Zwart's Negroes, black Negroes. Like, won't know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they look. It's like, man. I mean, what y'all think about that? Because that was a hell of a switch.
Nah, that's a shock because you got to think about it. The promoter of the show, obviously, he didn't explain the culture to Paperboy. No, he didn't give him a heads up. He just showed up to the venue and was like, "I'm not doing this shit." And that's exactly what he said. And Ern was like, he looked out. He's like, "I understand. I go talk."
I was about to say, I wouldn't do anything.
You know what I'm saying? No matter how much money, I mean, because you got to think, yo, in the world of the internet, you performing, you Paperboy in front of blackface, your career can go straight down just off of that optic.
I was about to say, not can, it would. Like, just imagine you seeing your favorite rapper rapping in front of a crowd of blackface.
A bunch of blackface, yeah. Career ended right there. Yeah. I mean, I definitely understood why he didn't want to do it, but I was also thinking from the business side of it. I was like, damn, this might still end his career because, you know, promoters talk. So I was like, how much would this affect his career? But it probably won't though. But I was like, damn, we all know what happened. That the Amsterdam promoter was pretty pissed about it.
Yeah, we're not in the business though, so I didn't know you can make an insurance claim to get your money back.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, they got insurance stuff for them. I don't know if he would get it all. Like, he was like, yo, you probably make more money. I don't know if that's the case, but you can get insurance on anything. But it's hard. I will say, maybe not in Europe. In the U.S., it's harder for like hip hop because that was like a big thing a while back, like with tours and stuff. Hip hop tours were basically getting blackballed by the industry, insurance industry. Think about it. The insurance people was blackballed. They wouldn't insure like concerts and things of that nature. So
because of the violence.
Yeah, because of violence. So it was like fucking up a lot of tours. So yeah, you can get insurance on it. You know, basically he was like, yo, just say he was sick. You know what I'm saying? Just what have you. But you definitely put the promoter in a tough spot because all the people are already there. You know what I'm saying?
They already paid. Yeah.
Somebody got to walk out of that
Pretty
stage. Like, that's got to be the worst job. Because if I was a promoter, I'd be like, yo, I'll be out the back door. I'd be like, tell the DJ, slide the DJ a note and be gone. Because whoever got to walk out there that stage, like, folks.
Yeah. Paperboy would not be here tonight. Yeah, I know. Riot starting right then and there. Yeah, that was
facts.
Yeah. You know, so,
but other than that, I mean, I thought the first 2 episodes was good. The first episode is good as a silo episode, and this just kind of started the ball rolling with what we normally know with to be Atlanta, except they were just in Amsterdam.
Yeah, and they ended it like on such an Atlanta note, because when the dude was chasing your boy Earn, he was of course everybody's on their blackface. He's like, turn people around like, so he's like, fuck. He just started beating up on one of them. Like, I don't know if he thought he was Earn or not. Well, of course he did, but you know, he was like, just
he did in the beginning.
Yeah, he did. He thought it was on. He turned around. He's like, yo, fuck it. Earn just looked back and was like, I don't know, like, whatever. It was out. I was like, yo, that's so Atlanta.
Damn, you know what? The funny thing is, at that moment, it paid to be black, yo, because he blended right in that joint. He was out, yo.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Everybody was black. Blended in, yo. The only time in Amsterdam, because Amsterdam ain't got a lot of black people, but it came to his benefit at that time, yo.
Yeah. So, what was your overall thoughts, Phenom, on these episodes?
Man, from super creepy to entertaining to what we watched Atlanta for, like the Paperboy, I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, it's so good. I mean, the writing is so good, so intricate. They did a good job, man, but I want to see what direction this is going in. So what I gathered, the 3rd season and the fourth season is the last one, so they shot it all together. So we might not have to wait long for even the 4th season. So I want to see how this whole Paperboy trajectory is going to go. Yo, good start so far.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Same here. I think, like I said, each episode on its own is great, and they started off great. I'm just ready to see what the trajectory is, because we all know it's about Paperboy and Donald Glover being his manager can't get right. I mean, so I'm just ready to see where this goes, man. I mean, I'm on the ride right here. So two thumbs up for me.
And it looks like the season, I mean, it's going to be, the whole season might be in Europe, yo, because it doesn't look like they're going back anytime soon.
I think that's what it said. They shot it all concurrent.
And honestly, I'm not mad at it, yo, because, like, of course, it's going to be like a little fish out of water type, you know, scenarios all the time. And you got your boy Darius just doing what Darius does, fucking up flights and what have you. So it's going to be a wild ride, yo. And then, of course, you still got the Earn Van tension. You know what I'm saying? Like, he better than me, yo, because he was, like, messed up. When he saw her in the hallway, he was drunk. I would have knocked on her door. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, that was the only
I'm like, come on, dude.
Like, Phenom, how you said in the first episode how they swapped out the dog, that was like bad writing. In real life, every man in America would have been what that room sat there for a second, like, hold up. He came back out and be like, like
I would have tried it.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying she was on. I mean, she might open the door. Now, I'm not saying you don't make it in the room, but trust me, you was on at least knock on the door. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing about it is, it wasn't like she was dressed in like all her clothes or what have you.
Yeah, she was in a robe.
She was in a robe and everything.
Yeah, she was like, I need some ice or something. Or whatever. Yeah, trust me. Yeah, everybody would knock on that door and be like, all right, like I said, your chance of getting in might be slim to none, but you know what I'm saying? That would have been a shot you take.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then your boy said, yo, I need 300 pieces of chicken. All legs. He said, all legs.
Yo.
Forgot about that.
Yo, Paperboy need to be humbled just a little bit, yo. That's funny though, but hey.
Yeah.
He's a rap star.
He's gotten that little taste of it. He's like, you know, so we'll see what happens, but this is all good. I'm ready for it, man.
Yo, definitely see what happens. It was a great start to the season, yo. Thank y'all for you know what I'm saying, if you made it this far, thank y'all for watching. We don't be recapping these all season long. You know what it is. This is it. Phenom 202, Corey Roy _. I mean, shout anything y'all got going on or what have you?
Nah, man. Other than that, yo, don't forget on Monday and Wednesdays we're gonna be doing live show between 8:30, 8:45 to 10 o'clock. So don't forget to check us out then.
Yep.
So that's it, yo. Share, like, subscribe. If you like these reviews, also we do Snowfall too, so check those out as well. And anything else is popping in the world. So this is it. We out.
I think you'll get with this,
Peace.
cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this.